My Bible question on today goes a little something like this. What is the power of God's mercy and grace? What is the power of God's mercy and grace? Mercy is forgiving the sinner and concealing the punishment that is justly deserved. Grace is helping or heaping undeserved blessings upon the sinner. In salvation, God does not show one without the other. In Christ, the believers experience both mercy and grace. Jesus tells us that God's grace is forcefully at work in everyone. So let the wicked forsake their ways and the unrighteous their thoughts. Let them turn to the Lord, and he will have mercy on them, and his Father will freely forgive them. Now, by the grace of God, I am what I am. And by way of God's grace, favor and salvation dwells within us. God shows his mercy for those who are suffering, with healing, comfort, and caring for those in distress. Christ conducts himself with confidence and operates by means of mercy. Hebrews 4:16 tells us that let us then approach God's throne of grace with confidence, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. Trust me when I say there are going to be times when you are in need. There are going to be times when you're going to be in need of God's grace and mercy. There are going to be times when you find yourself in a situation or circumstance and you can't get out of it yourself. You're not going to be able to call on an associate. You're not going to be able to call on a colleague. You're not going to be able to call on the pastor. But you're going to be able to call on God's grace and his mercy. And guess what? If you're in your right mind, if you're focused on the Father, grace and mercy will come by and help you out. Philippians 2:13 says, for it is God who is at work in you, both to will and to work for his good pleasure. This means that whatever gifts and ability that God has given unto you by grace, we should use them for his glory. Brother Jacoby, my spiritual situation for this week's message comes from Exodus 33 verses 19 and 20. And the Lord said, I will make all my goodness pass before your face, and I will proclaim the Lord by name before you. I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious. I will show mercy to whom I will show mercy. Now Moses asked to see God's glory. God declares to him his name. In other words, if we grasp the name of God, we have seen his glory. The Lord is not playing around with Moses. When Moses cried out, show me your glory. And the Lord answered him, Brother Jacoby, this is my name. The names of God is the appearance of his glory, is the appearance of his grace.